film improvisations.
Okay.
With music, or based on text, or based on themes and discussions that we're making.
Multiple sources.
Yeah.
Like verbs or words or states, like certain movements have a title.
Oh yeah.
Like a little name.
Yeah.
Yeah. People name little movements and sections.
Little phrases have titles, and we're calling them like really kind of sometimes ridiculous titles.
Yeah.
But it makes sense to us. We have it and we film it and we look at it a few times and we don't like it, or Mary doesn't like it, or I don't like it. Then we come with ideas for new movements that are based on the ones that we had. So say the walking in between the gathering, the walking gathering titles. We didn't like the walk, so we tried different things.
Yeah, it's a very kind of arbitrary aesthetic judgment, but Zohar and I, for whatever reason, tend to have the same kind of aesthetic perspective and preference. Like, if something doesn't work, we both know it. Like to think of the choreography as a specific language that's in its own world.
Because we ask why. Why do we do this?
Yeah.
Okay, why would we do this? We're doing this. Why? And if we don't have an answer, we need to really challenge that. Really to kind of revisit it and see, okay, how can we do it that it would make more sense to us, first of all, and then to the piece, to the aesthetics of the piece.
If it looks like there's no reason, or there's no, like, the audience or the viewer doesn't have to know why we're doing it, but we do.
And also taking into consideration that our piece is performance, that it is movement based, but not necessarily there to just be robotic and dancey and mechanical without understanding the heart and soul behind it, the meaning behind it.
In terms of the actual choreography, though, sometimes I feel like it's, I'm saying, in my mind, the narrative is, well, we're helping each other, we're allies.
Okay.
And also yesterday we talked about allies, and that allies don't always agree. Like if we think about the sort of broader concept of war, and you have allies, the allied forces, your allies don't always behave the way you want them to, but you've decided that you're allies, you're in a situation together, you're helping each other. You're completely different. You have completely different needs. Sometimes they're similar, like water, food, life, etc. So there's that discussion happening, more not as not as Mary and Zohar, but more as the people that we are, the individuals or the beings that we are in the piece. It's like
who do we represent in the piece, and what do we represent?
But also, like, we've been trying to pull away from certain themes, like we don't want it to be about this is a man abusing a woman necessarily. I would really have tried to take out that kind of aggression from the piece, so that it's more about the struggle of trying to identify and help someone who's completely different than you, but whose humanity you recognize and you protect as you would your own. And the struggle inherent in that. What is solidarity, and how is it maintained?